Hi guys, another video vinyl update number 35, 36, I'm not 100% sure. It's been a bit over a month since my last update. As I said in my last update, the reason why I haven't been updating as often is because I've placed a lot of orders online, which I've been waiting to come, and I did receive some of them from orders that were placed in October. And the reason is that most of them had something that was either pre-ordered or back-ordered, and I've been waiting for them to come along, so it just hasn't happened. In the meantime, I have gone to some record shops. I did buy some stuff I want to share, and I'm also expecting some orders to come in this week. So before everything just accumulates, I completely forget what I've shown, and which has happened, and I don't think I've shown everything that I bought. It's not the point anyway. I mean, the point is to show some stuff that I think that that's good. So yeah, I want to show some stuff that I've got recently. I'm pretty sure I haven't shown this one. This is what's playing in the background as usual. I started off with what's playing in the background, which makes sense. And her sticking out there, it's like, yeah. So this is from the Sound of Cobra. Sound of Cobra is it's not a band. It's a label. Sound of Cobra here. They usually have they do one-sided LPs. They've done one for Umberto. They've done one for a couple of bands anyway. I don't remember a lot of them, but this one is from Plankton Watt. Now you might know Plankton Watt. They did a record recently before this for who was it? I don't remember the label. Anyway, which was really fantastic psychedelic music, modern psychedelic music. This is a little bit more toned down, as you can hear. There's still this guitar element out there, but there's not that much like jamming and that kind of out there feeling that you had from the previous album. Quite good though. I don't know if it's available anymore. Sound of Cobra do make very limited edition LPs. The Umberto one was like 100 copies, the first pressing. They did a second one, another 100 potentially. I don't know whether you can find it or not, which was amazing, amazing. Speaking of Umberto, which is quite a good bridge to what I want to talk about, is one of the reasons why I was waiting for one of the orders from October was Umberto, actually. He did put out two albums close to Halloween. One of them was Confrontations. It was supposed to come out in November. It came out now. In his usual style of electronic goblinesque, not electronic, but synth goblinesque kind of soundtrack-ish music. And this is Confrontations is out on Not Fun, always a good sign of quality there. And he also had this one out, which is Night Has a Thousand Screams, which was for Halloween, but I got it like 3 weeks ago perhaps. So yeah, this one is out on Rock Action Records, which is Mogwai, the Mogwai label. Really nice, both of them. I mean, it's, if you like Umberto, then you don't, you know what to expect, and he just delivers really. So yes, from that order, I also had in that order, I had a few more albums. Let me just put everything in order. Low. Curtain Hits the Cast. Obviously, this is a plain recording reissue, which means that it's probably from a CD somewhere and we just pressed it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people hate plain recordings. I think that they're not doing that bad of a job. Obviously, ideally it should be from, you know, the master tapes and analog and whatnot. But hey, you know, it's not bad that they're doing this actually. So yeah, really great album by by the way. You know, Low, you can't go wrong. This is like really hardcore, slowcore stuff. It's one of their slowest records, I think, and you know, really atmospheric, really good. Strong release there. Unfortunately, I don't have the original, so you know that would be really good. Jap Rock, Kimio Musitani, Path Through the Haze. Been wanted to buy this one forever. I had it in my favorite, you know, in my list of to buy at some point, and it was going for something like, I don't know, £17 or something like that, and they had it on offer for something like £10 or something. So I got it. I jumped on it, and it's classic like Japanese Jap rock stuff. So you know, highly recommended. And another one for the company that actually issued it. It's Fontanelle. I don't think that it needs any kind of you know, introduction. It's been talked about in the VC for was big hit in the VC. Vitamin F, obviously on Southern Lord Records. Fantastic. Not something that you would expect from Southern Lord, because you know Southern Lord. It's like, you know, and Sun and all these kinds of doom metal, you know, hardcore bands. But this is more like Miles Davis in the 70s, and it's just fantastic. Really great stuff. Great stuff. What else? What else? Oh yes. So okay. We'll continue with some ethnic stuff. Ethnic-y stuff. So ethnic-y stuff. So in the meantime, while I was waiting to get those orders in, I went to Honest Jones. Honest Jones is they have a label. If you don't know them, they're mainly specializing in jazz, funk, dance music, stuff like that. But they do have a small selection of rock records as well, and some, you know, some other stuff. So I went there, and usually when I go there, I buy some kind of African jazz, whatever, you know, kind of music. And they did have a couple of records I was interested in, and the one that was apparently, well, I couldn't find it online because it was apparently sold out. These are 3 records from Mississippi Records that's been doing some really nice reissues of you know, obscure ethnic music, I guess. The first one is one that's been talked about a bit. I mean, it was written on The Guardian and whatnot. It's this one, Music from Saharan Cell Phones. This is a compilation from various artists that you've never heard of. And when I've never heard this. I've never heard what the music is like, and when I read the title saying, you know, music from Saharan cell phones, I was under the impression that the cell phones had something to do with making the music, which is not the case. No, it's not the case. The music is made with regular kind of equipment, albeit cheap equipment, and the reason why cell phones is in the title, and it's like, you know, the core of what this kind of compilation is that the guy that compiled it found the music from cell phones, because that's the way that people listen to music in Saharan western part of Africa. They use their cell phones as iPods, and they share, you know, SD cards with between them, and you know, that's how they listen to music. And yeah, so he got, you know, MP3 files from, you know, various people, and he listened to a lot of stuff, and he just compiled this into one into this record for us to listen to. Now, musically, is very varied, very varied. It starts off with, it has hip hop, it has, more traditional African sounds, I guess, Western African sounds. Um, and to be honest, I was taken aback a little bit about with some of the more modern sounding stuff. I'm not sure I completely agreed with them, predominantly because of the low quality of production. I mean, they're using probably a laptop and some pirated software, and they don't have the means to actually make music, a studio grade music, as somebody from the States or Europe could, because they don't have the equipment, and because they don't have an actual band playing. Even if it's lo-fi, it does sound much better, but they try to do it on the laptop and it doesn't sound that good. Some of that stuff is really good, some of that stuff is like so and so. I guess the concept is more of an interest in this case. Worth checking out, I guess. I mean, it's and there's another one that came out, like music from Saharan cell phones #2, I guess. So I don't know how that sounds like, but this is interesting, as an experiment. And here are two albums from Mississippi Records again. It's these two, Hasabe and Mahmoud Ahmed. Ethiopian jazz, yeah, that kind of thing. It's their completely unique sounding take on jazz, so whatever, what have you, and yeah, these are really good. I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong really with them. I also got from Honest Jones. I've got one more record. I actually went to get their issue from Klimt, Effenstunde, from, geez, I'm like, what's the name of the band? You know the name of the band, yeah, you don't have to. So anyway, yeah, Klimt reissued Effenstunde, and they also reissued this, Mystic Shiva. Now this is, I think it's a French band. Yeah, I think it's a French band, and it's a heavy psych. I have a copy, a pirated copy, in a red label, a different kind of sleeve, pirated, as I said, back home. It was really nice. I really liked it, and I thought that why not get proper reissue. Really nice heavy psych here. I mean, recommend it. Continuing. What time is it? Oh, 13 minutes. It's alright. It's not too bad. Psychedelic music. Interesting complete combination here. You have three guys. This is Rangda, formerly extinct. Three guys that that know their psych. Well, two of them anyway. One of them, anyway, the guys are Ben Chanzi of Six Organs of Admittance, and wow, what's the other band name? Well, he has a couple of bands actually. He's very prolific, but he's best known for his own first solo project, which was Six Organs of Admittance. Chris Corsano, who is he's a drummer, and he's more of a improv kind of guy, and Richard Bishop, who is obviously from Sun City Girls fame. So very ethnic-y, very psyche, very this kind of combination, which works really well. Very nice LP. The Heads, Inner Space Broadcast Volume 1, Part 1, on a very obscure label, Cardinal Fuzz, Leeds. Very small run, 300 copies I think. Got sold out really quickly. Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, what can you say? It's the Heads, it's fuzzed out psychedelic madness here, so highly recommend it. Something that I also got from, where did I get it from? I don't remember. Did I actually buy it or did I order it? I'm not 100% sure, but I think that you should check it out. Now, I've shown a couple of things from this guy and from Finders Keepers. This is Andrei Korzinski. The name of the album is Sakanot Tajenka Enigmi. Yeah, I don't know. It's Polish, so I don't know. He's a Polish composer. I've shown two of his albums being reissued that have been reissued very recently from Finders Keepers. That would be Third Part of the Night and Possession, which are both highly recommended, and this is highly recommended as well. I mean, you know, he knows his shit. I mean, this is really, really good. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Get it, Finders Keepers, you know. Mark of quality, Andrei Korzinski, really good, whatever you get. I think that if you get something from him, you know, if you get just one thing, it would be the 10-inch Third Part of the Night. Just keep it in mind, get it. So, oh yes, completely forgot. On Honest Jones, I went there and, you know, I got the ethnic stuff that I shown and the Mystic Shiva LP, and I also got this one, which I'm really happy to get. It's Blow, Phase 2. This is the, I think it's the second album, potentially Phase 2 obviously, from a band from Nigeria, if my memory serves me right. Yes, it is Nigeria, I was correct. Blow, which is sort of a psychedelic rock Afrobeats band. These guys are fantastic. I have another compilation of their stuff that came out on Strut, which is quite rare these days. This is out on Strawberry Path. Strawberry Rain, sorry. Strawberry Path is a band. Strawberry Rain that has given us AKA and all these kinds of reissues. This is highly, highly recommended. Fantastic band. The only thing that is missing is Ode to Earth, I think, which is one of the best songs ever. But this is really a good bloody album. This is really, really fucking good. Highly recommended. So yes. Then I think I've shown this one. I think I have. Golden Void. Have I shown this? Don't know. I don't remember. I haven't watched my previous video, to be honest. Out on Thrill Jockey. More hard rockish. I was expecting a very Psych record like Plankton or what that came out on Thrill Jockey, I think. That was discussing earlier. And I was expecting a heavy psych album. It's not a heavy psych album, it's more of a hard rock kind of 70s sort of psych album, which is very enjoyable though. I mean, it's a good album. It's a good album. It's not amazing, but it's good. So we go on to stuff that I got. 18 minutes. I will try to keep it at 25. Jeez, there's a lot of stuff. Quick. 4 LP set, Natural Snow Buildings, Night Coercion, Into the Company of Witches, which you can read yourself. I didn't need to do it. Out of on Dababing. And 4 LP set. I think this was CDRs. It was never actually issued as an LP. And fantastic drone soundscape sort of thing going on. And the one-sided LP is out. Is on the dead wax. So we can put in something else. And can't think of anything better than this. So bear with me a second. We'll probably edit this out. Not 100% sure if I will. because I'm a lazy bastard, and to be honest, I have no idea how to edit my videos. That's why they all look really crappy. And as you can see, I haven't even bothered to do my hair. They're sticking out. So no. Yay. So continuing. Let's go quickly. Andy Stott, Luxury Problems, fantastic techno album, one of the best of 2012, sorry. It's been reissued quite a few times. When I first listened to it, I wasn't 100% sure what to make of it. I guess that, you know, I'm an old kind of fashion bloke that likes guitars and whatnot. I've been buying some techno in quotes albums lately. It's hard to say whether it's techno or not. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But this is really good. You know, it got me interested, and you know, it gets a little bit to get used to if you're not into the genre, but highly recommended. I mean, you know, it's been reissued like 5 times already. There is a reason behind that, trust me. I mean, you know, people know what they're listening to. Grizzly Bears, Shields, very nice indie, I guess, Psych-ish music. Then you have Pie Corner Audio and Sleep Games, really nice synth album sort of thing from Ghostly International. Is it Ghostly International? Ghostbox. No, it's Ghostbox. Sorry, I thought it was Ghostbox. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Now there's, oh yeah, Ben Chanzi. He issued on his own label this LP, which is 6 Organs of Admittance, Maria Capel. Now this is not his own label issue. This is a reissue on Whipping Post, which is, again, it's limited, it's 200. On the Pavilion Records issue it was 500 copies, I think. Got sold out immediately. I think this is also sold out. This is fantastic acoustic stuff from Ben Chanzi. Highly recommended if you can find it. Listen to it. And then have a surprise kind of record for me. There's it's a 2 LP set, two LPs really, from XTG, which is ex Robin Gristle, I guess, because obviously they don't have what's the guy's name that became a girl. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the rest of the ex Robin Gristle. You cannot see anything because it's all white. There is a bit of a difference here. It's like this is more matte, and anyway, it doesn't matter. It's 2 LPs basically, 2 album sets. One is Desert Shore, and the other one is The Final Report. Desert Shore is the album from Nico, obviously, and this is reimagined by members of Robin Gristle, and they have several people come in and sing to these songs. Notably, let me get this out because I don't remember who sings what. So the guests here are Sasha Grey, who's a porn star apparently, Kaspar Noe, Blixa Bargeld, you probably know, Mark Almond does a really good job, Anthony from Anthony Johnson's, and Fanny Cosi Tutti, which is of course an original Robin Gristle member. The Desert Shore disc is fantastic. I've really enjoyed this. I didn't expect to enjoy it that much. I was like, alright, you know, I'll buy it because, you know, people say that it's interesting. We'll see if it is. I did. I bought it. I really liked it, and I highly recommend it. The second one is more an modern style of throbbing crystal, as you would expect them to progress, but it's very familiar. But yeah, Desert Shore is amazing, really good. Quickly, because I haven't. Oh jeez, it's 25 minutes. I will have to overrun. You know, I will probably edit the bit that I've changed to the record, maybe save a couple of minutes. So, no need for introduction. Really quickly, Nick Cave, Bad Seeds, Push the Sky Away, new release like last week or something like that. Fantastic. Classic. Quiet Sun, mainstream. I guess this doesn't need a lot of introduction. These are guys that went off to go to Roxy Music, to what's the band's name? Bloody hell, I'm so bad with names. This is almost embarrassing. This Heat, I was trying to get the box out to remember the name. This Heat and what else was it? I don't remember. So anyway, they made just this one album, and it's a fantastic like prog, jazz, whatnot album. Really good. I'm not a big fan of the genre, to be honest. I don't like jazz prog music in general, but not in general, but yeah, most of the prog stuff I dislike. I'm more of a punk-oriented guy, but this is really nice. This is our issue, by the way, on Russian label 180 vinyl. Really nice reissue, heavy vinyl and all that, so it's good. Speaking of jazz and prog and whatnot, Elephant 9, this is the latest one, Atlantis, and Room Gramophone, you know, just really good shit. Alex Porras, Orilla Oscura, out on Immune Records, really nice drone, guitar drone, highly recommended. It came out at the same time as this one, which is White Hills, Abstractions and Mutilations. It was originally a CDR only for the tour and whatnot. They issued it on vinyl, highly recommended. Great Psych, you know, White Hills, what more can you say? Before I break all the records here, let me just put them together. A record that blew me away, highly recommended, Bell Witch. This is the demos, and I've been listening to this a lot. Heavy doom, but it's just not one-sided kind of doom, like, you know, it has, you have to listen to it. It just goes through a lot, basically. Yeah, the compositions are like really flowing, and it's just, you know, it just keeps you going. It's amazing. I'm not a huge fan of doom because it's just focused on one thing usually. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is much more flowy kind of record. It has progression, it has changes, it has, you know, guttural singing, like that kind of thing. It has chanting, it has like really clean singing, it has everything. So highly recommended. Yeah, do check it out. I mean, yeah. Yola Tango Fades, no needs for introductions here. Really good record. 2 reissues from Cranky. Thank you very much, Cranky, for giving us these. Grouper, obviously this is the Dragging a Dead Deer Up a Hill reissue from Cranky. No need for introduction, fantastic. Drone, folk, psych, whatnot. And these are recordings that were made at around the same time. This is a new LP. This is the reissue LP. It's been reissued quite a few times actually, but you know, this is just easy to find, and I guess it's the cheapest one that you can get. This is called The Man Who Died in His Boat. And these are, as I said, recordings that were made around the same time as Dragging a Dead Deer Up a Hill. And this is really good. Fantastic, both of them. Highly recommended that you get them. Yeah, almost done, almost done. I'll show one last one because I really enjoyed this one. Now, this is Brock Van Way. It's a quite expensive record. It's out on Ecospace, Detroit. And I pre-ordered it like in November, I think. I got the other Ecospace and then I pre-ordered this one. It said that it was going to be a box set. They delayed it. They didn't manage to do a box set, as you can see. It is a 4 LP set, however, and it's fantastic ambient music. It's ambient music, really. Highly recommended. Pricey. It is pricey, but it is very, very good. And I'm 31 minutes, and I broke my promise not to do any more than 15 minutes. I overrun by 15, so double my time. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some ideas about stuff to listen to. Do leave your comments. You know, that's the bit I enjoy the most. I guess anybody that does videos, that's the bit that they enjoy the most. Like the video, unlike the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You know, to get more regular updates. I promise I will be doing more regular updates. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you have a nice day, a nice afternoon, nice weekend if you're watching over the weekend, and I will be seeing you around.